Okay, so let me give you guys another percentage problem. So here's a question. Let me just show you the whole question up to here. So going back to here, a charity raises money. In 2014, £1,000 was raised. So you can think of this as being £1,000, and they raised £300 more in 2014. So what that means is £300 more. So that means £300 more, meaning this pie here would be 1,300. So now we can get rid of this 300. We don't need it anymore. So now this 1,300 represents this whole pie. 1,000 represents this pie. So now we can answer the question. In 2014, how much money was raised on food? So food would be this thing here. How much money was raised on food? So we want to know 40% of 1,000, because 1,000 represents a whole pie, and only this much was raised on food. So we want to know 40% of 1,000. So get your whole thing, cut it up into 100 equal pieces, and then get 40 pieces, because that's what percent really means. 40 pieces when you have 100 pieces. So you times 40. So this thing here would represent the amount of money raised on food. So now let's just somehow compute this. So simplify this. 1,000 divided by 100 would be 10. 10. So carry this block down. So that would be 40. So that would be £400. So this thing here would be £400 in here. 400. So hang on, let me erase this. So the answer here would be how much money was raised on food. So that there would be 400. So the answer here would be £400. Okay, so the next question, how much money was raised in 2015 on sponsored events? So what's important is this thing here, sponsored events. So how much money was raised in 2015 on sponsored events than in 2014? So they want to compare. So sponsored events, hang on, let me read it again. So how much money was raised in 2015 on sponsored events then in... Alright, so so they want to know sponsored events, how much more was raised here than over here? That's what they're asking. So let's work out how much this represents in terms of money, and then work out how much in terms of money this represents. So for this one here, it would be get your whole pie, which is 1,300, cut it up into 100 equal pieces, and then you want 43 pieces, so times 43. So this thing here would be 13. If you simplify this, it would be 13, and then you times 43. So 4, 3, 13, and then you could have multiplied. So 3 times 3 is 9. This would be 12, and then 1 times 3, so that would be 3. 1 times 4 would be 4. So this thing here would be 9, 5, 5. So the amount raised here would be 559. So let me just clean this up. Bear with me. Okay, so now let's work out how much was raised here. So you get your whole amount, which would be 1,000, and then you cut it up into 100 equal pieces, and then you get 33 pieces. You get 33 pieces. Simplify this. That would be 10. 1,000 divided by 100 is 10, and then times 33. So that would be £330. So the question wants to know how much more. So how much more was it? So we want to know the difference between the two, because the question says how much more money was raised in 2000 than in 2014. So how much more would be get this, take away this. So that would be 5, 5, 9, take away 3, 3, 0. So that would be 9, 2, 2. So the answer here would be £229. So the answer here would be, what was it, £229. So let me clean this up. So the last question, more money was raised on sales in 2014 than in 2015, true or false? So it wants to know, well, what's important is sales. So let's look at the graph, the pie charts here. So we've got to look at sales, and then sales. It's saying that more money was raised in, hang on, let me have a look. More money was raised on sales in 2014. So it's saying that, is it true that more money was raised here than here? So let's work out in terms of money. In terms of money, hang on, let me clean this up. In terms of money, let's work out how much this represents, and work out in terms of money how much this represents. It's saying that more money was raised here than here. Is it true or false? That's what the question is saying. So let's work out how much money was raised here. So get your whole amount, 1,000, cut up into 100 equal pieces, and then get 19 pieces. Because look, 19 pieces. So get 19 pieces. So simplify this. That would be 10 times 19. So that would be 190. That's how much money was raised here. Okay. So let me just clean this up. And then now, in terms of money, let's get the whole amount, which would be 1300. Cut it up into 100 equal pieces, and then get 17 pieces. Get 17 pieces. Get 17 pieces. So this would be, this thing here would be 13 times 17. So now get 13 times 17. So this would be 3 times 7 would be 21. Carry the 2. So that would be 3, 5 here. And then 1 times 7, that would be 7. 1 times 1 would be 1. So now that would be 1, 2, 2. So this thing here would be 221. So the statement was, said more money was raised here than here, which is not true, because this is more than this. So well, it's not true basically. So down here, it's saying more money was raised in 2014 than in 2015. That's false. It's not true, because 2015 raised more money. So here would be false. Okay.